Here we are and here we go. Man, welcome back in, you guys. It's Jax. We're switching gears a little bit today. I don't even know at what point in the YouTube journey you're gonna find this footage. I really don't know. You know, we did the hay-in, and then we got waylaid by some music engagements, which you've already seen on the channel, and then I got waylaid by having to do some fun stuff with Heavy D, Diesel Dave, and Brent Underwood up at Cerro Gordo, and all this has just kind of been mixed and matched in here. So where does that put us now? All that's behind me. I'm back at the ranch, and it's time to give some attention back to this stuff. And what that means is we baled up all the hay. As you remember, very short on hay. All in all, just to recap, we're basically on par with last year as far as total amount of bales goes, but that means that we've got a long road ahead of us that we'll document. We'll show you more, but that's stuff for later. So today we've got about 300 bales out and about in the field, scattered around, and haying's not officially done, at least not on the old wild west. Haying's not officially done until you get all your hay bales gathered together. So today we're gonna unhook this baler, which we're gonna be using again later, because it sounds like most likely we're gonna have to go back over to the west, and we're gonna have to use this old baby to make some straw bales and do that journey again, the old straw journey. You're excited for that one? Except for we don't have Weston this time. Hopefully this is where Matt has edited in Weston's face. Maybe we can do a double head shake right now. Weston is coming. Am I holding his head? Anyway, that's gonna be for later. So right now we're gonna go unhook this baler. We're gonna take the big Kubota, hook it on. Remember our bale grabber? A lot of you probably haven't seen that thing yet. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna hook onto that thing. We're gonna go cruise around. We're gonna grab some bales today and tomorrow, get some stuff gathered up, get them in off the fields. Ideally, what I really wanted to do was get the bed. Remember we took the old bed off old Blue 2, remember? Blue 2's still up there waiting. Ideally, I wanted to get the bed put on Blue 2 and get out there and use Blue 2 to, you know, I was gonna bunch some bales and then haul them in with Blue 2. Our time frames kind of got crunched up. Going to Cerro Gordo cut a week out of, kind of unexpectedly, you know, that sort of just popped up, so it kind of cut a week out of the schedule, which was fun. It was great. So we just take out when those little opportunities arise, you just grab them and run with it. But because we're short on time now, Blue 2's gonna have to wait a little bit. I think I'm just gonna use the stacker and probably just haul the loads back and forth. And then there's a chance we may end up getting Blue 2 ready to go, get that flatbed on to try to haul some straw back from Fairfield. I know that old Rooster would really be happy to be back in Blue 2 to haul straw back and forth, but I just don't know how our time frame is going to be. So either we're going to later on get Blue 2, get that flatbed put on, get Blue 2 turned into the hay hauler. If not this year, we'll definitely get it done later in the fall, and we'll make that into one of next year's adventures. But as you guys know, things can get a little they just get a little busy around here sometimes, and you only have so many hands to do the things. So anyway, let's go hook up and see what this thing's all about. Hey guys, it's Jax, and I've got a problem. Yeah, still haven't cleaned it out. I know. I like to keep things tidy. I apologize. I don't even have an excuse. I don't even have an excuse. I'm just apologizing right now. So, just if you're out there in keyboard land and you notice how the old tractor's still pretty dusky from hand, just give me the old nod. Jax, get out and get her done. Get her cleaned up. Yeah. Enough. What do you think, Roost? That's a first. Yeah, no kidding. Close. Forward a quarter of an inch. So the next biggest trick for this machine, and there's two big arms. It's got these guys that fold down, those guys that fold down, and they run on two separate valves. So when you hook it up, you got to make sure that they're hooked up properly. So from in the cab, the controls on this side are running the picker on this side, the controls on that side are running the picker on that side, and that they both flow up and down in the same direction. So we never get it right on the first try, but there's always hope. So I think these are our four that we're looking for. They're taped down here, so we know these are the two separate hose lines. This one has a little orange paint on it, and that one has a little orange paint. So I think that means, we should know this by now, but I think that means these two go across from each other. And these two guys got a little, used to have some green, I think, but there's nothing anymore. Then these ones will be for the back gate. Probably don't need the lights, I suppose. All this stuff. It's the best safety chain I've seen, I think. Oh, yeah, it's just simple. You know? That baler, when you gotta twist it and pull that with good shit. Yeah.
Canadians always have better ideas.
Did you hear that, Canada? What'd you say, Roos?
I said Canadians always have better ideas. That's where this came from.
That's for you Albertans up there. Yeah, this is looky right there. Oh, Canada, our neighbors to the north. Nice job, guys. Y'all, moment of truth. Moment of truth. These are my two switches that I hooked them to. See what the blue one does. See what the black one does. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Y'all, we're in biz. So they're actually backwards. This blue one runs the one on that side, but I actually prefer, because I'm always looking over my shoulder. So when I look behind my shoulder, the one that I'm looking at on my left is that one, right? The switch that my thumb feels is on the left. So as long as I'm looking backwards, which you always are when you're pulling into these bales, the switch on the left runs the one that I'm seeing on the left. Does that make sense? So that's what we want. We actually, I forgot about that. That's how we actually like them to be. So yeah, all right. We'll go check the air pressure. I can't believe Rooster giving you Canadians a bone like that. What's gonna be next? Them Australians really got it going on down there, he's gonna say. No, you guys are great. We all make this world go around, don't we? Yeah, let's go check the air and get to the fun part. Found one little thing to fix. This loader pin is coming out. Takes a bolt like that.
Let me see if they're good enough. I had to move it a little bit. Move it, you could see the angle.
You go counterclockwise just like a half an inch. Oh, greased it too soon. You wanna try rolling the bucket back a little bit?
I got this.
I think if we just roll the bucket back, I think it'll take care of it.
Really?
That are only... No, I don't have anything. We go. No. No. Keep going. Half inch or an inch. Right there. So one of the best things, in fact, this was probably the main selling point on this this sweet little machine. Main selling point was that it's almost maintenance free. There's almost nothing on it that requires maintenance. It has no chains, no conveyors, which most little stackers do. They have arms that reach down and load bales up and chains that pull the bales back. This thing has none of that. And because it has none of that, it means there's less maintenance to do on it. So all that it does is it has those hydraulic cylinders, and when you get close to a bale, you lower this down to the ground, and basically the cage drives over the bale. The bale doesn't move. The cage drives over the bale, and then you lift the cage up just slightly, and it plucks the bale up off the ground. So that's what's moving the bale. The machine's moving around the bale versus all the other stackers. the machine moves the bale, which leads to the twine getting cut and things like that. So almost no maintenance required. I do like to give these guys a little juice. Oh yeah, a little juice. Oh boy, I'm real good one-handed juice bomber. Just to help them go in and out. That's about the only thing that gets that. And other than that, tires are good. We shall be golden. Yeah. Does that drive some of you nuts, that oil dripping on the frame rail? And then I will actually do these too, because those springs, when they compress, they make a little squeaky squeak, and it gets annoying after a while. So there you have it. Let's go out. Let's go have some fun, huh? See how dry everything's getting? I would say in the last week it's been in the 90s and the wind's been blowing, and it's just amazing how quickly it dries this green out. And it's getting to be that time of year. Hugely blessed to have gotten the heavy rain we got in the middle of the haying season, you know. That really got the grass green and gave us a couple extra weeks of goodness, which went a long ways. I saw some pictures from last year, and in fact, if you go back, well, maybe we can dig one up for comparison and slap in here so you can see. But it was so bad last year compared to this, pasture-wise. Hay-wise, you know the deal, but pasture-wise, we were already in dire straits. We sold the calves this week. A year ago, I believe, is when we sold our calves because we had no more grass. But we've got plenty of grass. One little hitch I'm noticing as we're driving out here is that the grasshoppers are about that big, just to where they're starting to be able to fly. And I don't know, they're gonna decimate whatever tender green is out here from the alfalfa plants. They're definitely gonna pound down, which we had last year too. So again, it'll just be a similarity to last year. But we're just about out here to the far reaches of the field, and we'll see how everything goes. See if I can do this without breaking a few, get back into shape. No, it is. It always takes a minute to get back into shape. Okay, so here we come in alongside this old bale. It's hard to do it one-handed. Put the old cage down. Pull the bale inside. Just lift it up. See, the bale hasn't actually moved on the ground. See that? Now that we have it up in there, we move it. Whereas, like I mentioned earlier, another machine would lift it up in there, and then chains would move it backwards. Instead, get pulled up into this next one. You have to be patient with me while I'm driving one-handed. So you'll see how this one goes now. First bale back. Okay, so then when we get close to it, you just set her down just barely. Cage again moves around the bale instead of, down the machine. So the bales haven't really technically ever moved. They've just, machines moved around the bale. It's kind of weird to wrap your mind around, but anyway, that's the gist, y'all. we're out rocking and rolling here, scraping up some of these bales. I've got, if you haven't noticed, look who's here next to me. Oh, weed man, weeds. Fresh off a guitar tour, and right here in the old cab of the Tractore. So what we're working on, the most vital spot that we're trying to get done is this would be let's call it the southern half of the hayfields that we did. We need to get these bales off of here and get them in the stack because we are running out of grass really fast. And this is the next piece. Actually, I don't think we're having water issues with running out of water. We're just, I don't know, I think it's just so hot the cows are drinking like crazy. I don't think the wells are having any issues yet. It's just the cows are just drinking a ton of water. It's been in the 90s and the wind's been blowing every day for like, I don't know, 20, 30 miles an hour each day. And it has just sucked the life. I mean, if you look out here, you can just see, and you'll see more of the footage. Where we were stacking there a little bit earlier, it was a little green because that's this one little subby, swampy bottom. So the grass had kind of grown back a little bit, but it's just really drying out fast. And then out here, we'll try to capture, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on camera, but the grasshoppers are just flourishing. Like as we're driving right now, maybe you can see them. They are just all over the place. So anyway, we'll get the cows off of there, or get the bales off of this piece so the cows can kick in here this afternoon. And this one's gonna be tight. That's my, when things get tight, that's what I do. We'll get the cows in here. It'll give them access to another two different water tanks. And hopefully that'll kind of help alleviate a little bit and the cows can spread out more. After this piece that we're on, all that's left for pasture is kind of this north end. And typically that'll get us into the fall time. But as quick as it's drying out, we're just gonna have to really pay attention and just watch the ground, and that's how we'll dictate when we'll sell our calves. So just a quick rewind for you. Last year we sold our calves like right now, like the last sale of July, the 1st of August. This year we have way more pasture, so we're already gonna be way beyond last year as far as how long we've kept our calves. But as quickly as it's drying out, we need to stay really sharp and really focused on the deteriorating condition, because we kind of have to forecast, well, it looks like we kind of need the grass to last us till about the 1st of December. And so that's how we have to gauge. At the rate it's going down, looks like we better sell our calves the 1st of October or the middle of September. We would love to keep them ideally until the 1st of December because they're growing a lot and they're looking really good this year. But the way this is drying out, and that can all change, it can always change. The way it's looking right now, it's just going to be too dry too fast, and I think we'll never make it to December with the calves. But if it rains, like remember last year we got that one little rain and it was like, oh, for like a week and it turned green and then it died, right? That's kind of what's happened here. We got those rain showers during haying while we were putting up the hay, and it really helped to push us to where we are now. But we haven't really seen a drop since then again. So we'll just deal with whatever it is. For now, the focus is get the hay bales off of this pasture so we get the cows in here and they can eat some of this regrowth before the grasshoppers do.